Well,
I like this purple feng shui we have going on. This is beautiful. It's very 80s. This is like I'm in like Tron Counter-Strike. We should change it to maybe like laser beams.
You know they did it on purpose when they saw the talent lineup. Everything. These guys are old as. We're gonna have to go with retro theme this time around.
Yeah. Everything's retro.
Make a really feel
all the
at
talent's over 30. It's a mess. Here we go.
Hey, I got till October. Relax.
Till October? All right, you're still young.
Nice wraparound from KNG. Yeah, Gaming lost the plot on this defense. A couple nice individual kills early on, but that's a beautiful way to open up the bomb site, and now he's aggressive, and he's hunting.
Little jiggles here and there.
He might go down, but so far all these kills requiring very little crosshair movement as he's kind of just putting it there and they're running into it. Is he going to get a fourth? As MIBR is looking to head into the second map with a 1-0 lead and a 1-0 start, and they're going to get it.
And they're gonna get it.
This is when KNG starts looking really dangerous, right? Just heating up, getting more and more kills, multi-kills at that. It's getting more confident. When KNG is confident too, he takes the peaks that you just can't expect. You just can't calculate and prepare for.
Do you remember when they made the finals in Krakow with that Immortals roster? How aggressive that team was, like with KNG and the team. They just never stopped moving forward. It's so much fun to watch. It was crazy. And it was like every single round you're like, this isn't going to work. This isn't going to work. Oh my God, it's working.
But that's why it was so like, if you look at the playstyles of even just straight in Brazil, if you compare Furia to like an MIBR, the difference of playstyles. And it's so funny because like the Furia play, for me, I just love watching Furia. Whereas for MIBR, to me, it's very much more of like an international, like you kind of see the playstyle of like a European team.
Like the influence of European CS on it. I appreciate that a team like Furia hasn't tried to like just kind of copy the mold that MIBR has shown can work. I mean, you got to kind of make, you can take some elements of it that work for you, but obviously with a player like Art, like that kind of a style, just, you know, he helps you make that work so much.
Exactly like you're saying, just the fact that because there's so many different playstyles that actually work in CS, and like that is definitely like I always use the Russian playstyle as an example to Furia because it's very aggressive, it's very much in your face, and Art just takes it to the next level, and it's just so fun to see.
That's not good. That's an AK-47 in hand. He can make this work. Another Deagle kill. 2-on-2. That's an important win to hold on to the round. Smokes up in the choke points. He eats a grenade. Nice catch. And this should be a second round. I guess the big thing would be for TRK to start putting himself in a position where he can actually run over towards E-Box, towards Pop Dog, and get that AK-47 that's on the ground. But on his mind at the moment is mostly just the win.
Oh, that's
sweet.
A nice shot.
I was about to say, this is a tough 1v2 with the crossfire, but one way to eliminate a crossfire is to shoot someone square in the face.
Right between the eyes.
I mean, MIBR, the cool thing about this match is you see have, you know, a lot of people look at these names and be like, who are some of these Brazilian players if they're not as familiar with the scene?
Yeah.
But these guys aren't really like lacking in a ton of mechanical skill or anything like that. It's just a little bit of the team structure and things of that nature.
I feel like at this point, especially in Brazil that has so many teams beneath MIBR and Furia at this point, like even in North America, the issue has never been finding skill, right? It's been finding 5 players who know how to actually put that skill to good use. Even when North America was its darkest, the skill was there. It was just nobody knew how to play Team Counter-Strike, and that's just a lesson that takes time.
Robin, you were mentioning that,
speaking of no skill,
moved into North America, right? Oh my God.
Yeah, no,
Jason, why are you starting this?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't
why
hear
have you
what
done
he said.
that?
Well, I was actually going to say, I was going to go on Jason's point because here's one of the things that people don't realize, right? And like you compare that to an FPL, and it's like, oh, why don't this guy get picked up? Why don't this guy get picked up? For exactly the same reason, like. You might have a good player that's just like, individually good, but when you look at a team-based game, and obviously it depends on what team you're in, but a lot of these teams are thinking, you know, teamwork first, right? And the same thing with, we'll use Taco for example. Taco is irreplaceable. Same thing with Freiburg. The amount of people that don't understand how much mentality it takes for a player like that to keep on going in 15 rounds in a row no matter what, and just keep on dying for his team and just utilizing him as much as possible. You can bring in a player like that, and within the year of the community backlash, of all the hate, of all everyone spamming, of all that, the mindset of that player will be, crap, okay, you're going to get like a bad tendency of like maybe potentially baiting a little bit more. So you don't see a lot in these younger generation. That's why you also kind of say it needs at least a year for these like highly skilled individuals to come into like this team environment. Because FPL versus like a regular team game, it's just complete opposites.
Yeah, Taco's always been one of my favorite players in this team. I love everything he does in the server.
Same.
He's like he's a player's player. That's a nice kill. TRK can't get around the corner. Taco's going to start pushing up, and his teammate gets picked off, and they all get picked off. Right? Couple kills through the smoke. That's not too shabby. We'll take that all day long.
Really nice hold here from EA Gaming, and you know, we pointed out with the economy game, so important to hopefully have 5 players alive. Even just 1 kill is okay, but you're trying to build some economy. Something we saw that they didn't have on that Inferno CT side. They never really got up to a point in which they had ops and full utility on all their members. Sometimes we had some FAMAs, sometimes we had some SMGs. Nonetheless, it's a great first weapon round coming in here from EA Gaming. KNG just looking to do as much damage as possible or to save the weapons that he have. Which is looking likely.
What's your guys' favorite kind of taco?
Depends on where it's from.
Yeah.
Come on. You know, I judge you that you only like soft tacos.
I enjoy a crispy taco here and there. I was speaking more of the contents of the taco, like what kind of meat, you know. Jordan's got a lot of opinions on the subject, so I was going
to for Jordan, of course.
We talked so much about his Instagram cooking yesterday. We go back to the taco.
I was going to let everyone
follow Jordan's Instagram.
I told him yesterday.
I love Jordan's cooking Instagram.
Yeah.
It's a thing of beauty.
I was going to let everyone
literally everything.
That's why Taco Bell is such a genius place. They've had the same 5 ingredients for 20 years. They just changed the shape of the taco shell. It's easy. It's brilliant. Here we go. 3-1 in the favor of MIBR.
Yeah, we do have an MIBR member playing very aggressive outside. He's already out Olaf, but no IV control. Going for the inner take. We'll see what Fur has in mind here. This is kind of the shenanigans we expect Fur, and he's going to keep on moving forward here until he gets to that CT quad. And this is a very good situation. Even though you're 1 man down from MIBR, if he gets into this spot and you come out of ladder room kind of safe, you're in a really good shape here of potentially getting control of this site at least. And then it's a retake. Yeah, look at this.
Ooh.
Fergus was mad at the ladder. He's like, I will shoot!
Ooh, can't win that duel. This is weird though, like they had so much progress outside, but they still have like 2 players deep into these choke points that weren't able to kind of get an assistance in those fights. Still, a 2-on-2. Even if they end up losing this is nice damage to do this early in the half at the very least. So, I mean, MIBR is going to come out of this round with at least some kind of a victory of sorts.
Yeah, and you had mentioned the whole thing. Yeah, it's a 2-on-2, but it could have been a lot better timing-wise for MIBR. Could have been much better of hitting that bomb side with ladder and also main control. It doesn't happen, but 2-on-2, damage has definitely been done. But Fallen gets another one there. It's a 1-on-2 now with low HP on RCF, and that's definitely going to be a save considering he has the op.
Yeah, well, I think he might have actually. It looked like he wanted to try and go for
something
I know, until
that
Molotov dropped down.
I'm happy the Molotov came. Got his senses together.
I wanted to see the battle.
I don't think it would have been a battle. I think it would have been one shot to the
very
leg
one-sided battle, maybe.
Shot to the dome.
You're to blame, darling. You give a bad name.
I was just thinking that we should have songs for all these teams when they enter the server.
And then we
Okay.
get
Like
We
an
just play
intro
a song.
song?
Yeah.
So what are you picking?
Well, you know, there's a song by the Flaming Lips called "Yeah Yeah Yeah."
Yeah.
That could be obviously a nice easy one for
Okay.
Gaming.
Okay. All right. For MIBR then.
made in Brazil. Yo.
George's just saying things at this point. It's just
Making up his own album out here.
No, he's singing
Check
some
out
Bon
Jordan's
Jovi, it's
SoundCloud
great.
too, not just
Yeah,
his Instagram.
Yeah.
You're like, that sounds an awful lot like another song.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
no,
we
no,
avoided copyright issues by just singing it.
Hey, it's going ham right now on the internet with DMCA, so
We
feel
just record popular
nah, don't worry about it.
songs.
Cover songs are okay, so we just gonna have to do the singing.
Yeah, that'll go over well.
obviously we leave that to Jordan with
Yeah.
the display that he's putting on today.
Do that note,
Okay.
like-
Hit those high notes.
Yep.
That was it.
4-1 and a double op setup for the CT side. They did win that first round with 5 players alive, so plenty of money in the bank, but this is the last they'll have. And that's a heavy investment for money issues. It's rewarded initially. Good kill on a TRK.
And we talk so much about utility. This map, a little bit less so. There's a lot of long distance duels. Double ops are pretty common, especially when you do see a little bit more aggressive play from one of them. So you do get the entry there, which is great considering, like I mentioned, the retake potential isn't quite there. There's going to be a lot of hero plays needed. But getting the entries evens out the odds a little bit. This is like really risky. I'm not a fan of that, I think.
5v4 situation.
Yeah, you have
already
ladder
a
control
mana.
as well. Even though you don't have a smoke to kind of like smoke off the molly if they were to throw it, like you talk to your teammates there and like you kind of come up with this different solution. Maybe it's one guy E-box there as well that covers T main, so even if they molly, like you kind of get out safe instead of pushing. But it's a 4-on-4 now, and MIBR are leaning towards the inner bomb side. Nice little flashbang there though.
Regain the advantage here, and it's a 4v3, and MIBR has no choice but to run right in. He's still in a position to get one, but he doesn't. Fallen though, and Taco trying to go down swinging as they even it up into a 2 versus 2 situation, and the bomb will go down, and now it's into a 2 versus 1, and Fallen has vision on most of the site. They're not sure where he's at. Based on timing, he could be at the cloud, upper ramp, or flank, so they're going to kind of have to prod some area. That's why Fallen keeps moving. And
Well, bold play. See if it works
Cotton.
out. Yeah. All right, there's some time on this. I don't think he has a kit, which could
no
be
kit.
a massive issue as he comes in. Still some time on the bomb left, but it's going to be so hard to find Taco. Now, Taco's put himself in a position where the bomb is not immediately visible. Oh, dear. But the Molotov is an automatic win. No, maybe not.
Oh my
yeah,
God,
it is.
Jason.
Yeah, it is. It is. No, it's
Wait,
not.
he
Yeah, it
didn't
is.
pick
Wait,
up
he didn't get the kit!
He didn't
And
get
he
it.
ran!
my gosh.
Oh boy.
I don't think he would have had it either way. I'm gonna
I think
stand
I
tall
think
on
he
that.
had
He
it.
could have
Yeah,
ate the nade,
I think he
the
got
molly
it.
a little.
yeah,
I think he would have definitely
survived
had
with
it.
like 7 HP on the
Yeah.
molly.
I think
working.
y'all have lost your minds.
Jason,
Listen, we have the community for that. Would he have had it?
have you eaten your taco since you landed in Cali yet? Has your mind right?
No, I have not eaten tacos yet. I would like some
The answer to your
tacos.
question earlier was carnitas. We got
Oh
pork on
wait.
He would have had
He
it.
would have had it.
He would have
Yeah,
had
he
it.
would have had it.
Okay.
Oh.
Fine.
Well, I guess we'll never
Whatever,
know.
guys.
So agree to disagree.
It's a very unfortunate round though, since as Jason pointed out before, like this was a round that they really needed to win. They're forced on a save now. They bought some pistols, but no armor. Or there's I think 2 or 3 armors, but nonetheless forced on a
Whoa.
save. Nice shot there though. Makes it a 4-on-3. Doesn't really get away from that one though. So Taco does get the bomb down. It's a 3-on-3 situation now. A saved AK. But because they've won quite a handful of rounds, MIBR, with the current money loss bonus, they will just be saving here and we'll be buying next round. Maybe going for one more kill here potentially.
Don't lose that rifle. That's actually pretty valuable.
Oh,
It's
I don't
gonna
know.
go down, yeah.
I don't know about that. I mean, I know that I understand the reason why, because they also know that MIBR is low on money. But here's the problem: is that when you don't have your money in check, you want to always prioritize your own. Especially on that CT side, I think it's a little bit different on the T side, where you can always like kind of get away with like a little bit of sloppy buys. You can buy Mac 10 to go first, for example. But for that CT side, saving up the AK, that is an armor and full set of nades, and even a defuse kit for this round. And instead, we'll see what the buy will be here for the
Can I ask
gaming
you a
side.
question, Robin?
Yep.
When I was casting some Counter-Strike last week,
Yeah. Was I playing? No. Okay.
no,
good.
it
Yeah,
wasn't
okay.
you guys. Don't worry.
We're safe.
It's nothing mean. I don't know why you might jump to that.
Let me ask you a question, Robin.
Robin's like traumatized at this point. Like, oh
I know.
shit, what's
when I
happening?
was
It's day
casting
one.
last week.
We're one map in. We've got 2 weeks
Oh,
of this,
man.
and he's already.
Get it all out, Jason.
We saw a lot of burst fire Glocks coming into play. Has that been picking up steam in the world of?
People are talking. It's the same thing with the FAMAS, right? Of like really people. I mean, it should get a little bit more buffed, but I think that people have.
Yeah, but
I'm
we're
not-
already seeing it. So I was just like, is there like a?
I think that people have started to like figure out. It's the same with the SG. I referred to it yesterday. Of like you went from everyone buying it to no one buying it, whereas it's still very much a viable third guy in weapon. Like you have the SG, just because the rate of fire is worse, you go in third, you just dot. It's headshots. Like it's such a powerful weapon on like certain maps. Train, vertigo overpass, long distance maps, you can get away with like not all of them have to buy it, but like the third guy, like your star player, that's not an upper. For my team, for example, it would be like a Forest. Obviously, he doesn't want to buy it, but hey,
He's pretty good.
he's pretty good. But it's the same thing. I mean, I'm not sure if the burst is coming back into flavor, but I think that more players and teams are trying out more weapons, knowing that there's probably more weapons that's a little bit more OP.
Okay.
They just don't get used too much.
Oh,
Yeah.
does this? Oh,
Wow.
Sees it now. Say goodnight. Oh, the follow-up, the build-up. It's the off at the bomb site, the no-scope. That's rough. And Fur's got a triple kill on the entry. Bomb being planted. And again, yeah, Gaming's going to have to back off. Not being planted yet. Do it.
Ooh.
that was close.
Through the legs.
Oh, this is.
Oh,
That's a play.
yeah, but didn't get it before the bomb went down, though.
Yeah.
If he could have got that E-box kill, things would have been a little spicy right there.
Yeah.
But Fur flexed on him, man. You see how Fur just showed him his quads up there in the box? He just like, check my legs out.
Let me show you a little bit of my kneecap and then headshot you.
And, you know, MIBR, to be honest, doesn't look like they're doing anything that amazing. It just seems like everything's kind of going their way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're just kind
Not
of...
to offend anyone. Everyone,
Yeah.
every time I say something about Brazilians, I feel like I need to, like put a disclaimer. Like, by the way, I like them as people. I'm a fan of the team.
Me too, man. Me too. 7-1 is the scoreline for MIBR versus
Counter-Strike
Gaming.
Go is what we're playing. DE Trade is the map. 5 vs 5 is the game mode. And weapons are the gun of choice. Nice shot there by Turk.
Oh. And inside of the smoke, KNG's got a double. All right. Well, this is a big lead. This is playing out, I think, pretty much exactly how we figured it would so far. I will say, for a team like, yeah, we've brought this up a number of times. I feel like, I mean, we saw it on Inferno also. The T sides are going to be so much easier for them to manage. CT sides is really, really difficult to recover when you lose a player, especially with the inexperience. T sides when you can just like at least group up and attack somewhere together and just play the trade game. So,
Yeah, most people always say like the whole thing of like seat sides are easier even if you're pug because like, oh, you just did the spot. That's not really the case.
Well, yeah, we in Counter-Strike have had I mean, it's been a long time we've had to shake some of, you know, the traditional thoughts of Counter-Strike from back in the day loose. It's taken longer than it probably should have.
Yeah, because nowadays, like, what people have to remember, even though you kind of see, like, yeah, it's a default round, for example, on the CT side, like, there's so much going into the seat side with, like, yeah, you have the one, like, most cases you buy an HE, a smoke, a flashbang, and a Molotov, right? So you just have the one flashbang. You have to make it count. You can't just throw something randomly. Like, if I'm playing Ivy, I'm expecting this flashbang to land a certain way. And, like, all of this is, like, small stuff. Whereas for T-side, it is a little bit easier. It's a little bit more random because all these smoke plays for CTs kind of thinking, oh, a smoke is like a wall. Same with the molly and whatever. You can be a little bit more random in terms of just a pop flash in. Kind of what we saw from Yeah Gaming on that T side, which is probably what caught MIBR a little bit off guard in the beginning. Another fast round here. I love this play from Fallen. Gets down ladder room very quick.
It's just such a... Ooh, even baits out the shot. That's a nice drop from TRK. One close up. Oh, and Fallen flicks over. That's a good trade, but I don't know if he's going to be able to hold this off. Surely a smoke comes down to put those flames out. And yeah, it's the off with low HP again coming through. Good recovery, good rotation. And finally, Yeah Gaming might be able to put a stop to this attack, but I don't know. If KNG can find some kind of an escape route, actually, or just keep them distracted, this flank from Fur, depending on the timing of it, can be huge.
IDK, if Fur is going to be able to find an opening here.
Very nice, Jordan. Very nice. Oh, the mouse jump.
The mouse jump and IDK, my BFF Fur, is down. KNG, there's no team. He can't do a little bit of damage to the economy here before going down.
One kill. He's going to have an opening. You have to imagine that AWP is going to back away and get some distance. The low HP players are going to do anything, and actually he's just going to back off the fight. Okay. So double up setup salvage from Yeah Gaming.
Nice little hole there. Like you said, rotation was pretty key. The molly, obviously, in the smoke.
I think that's a bit of flexing out of MIBR.
Absolutely.
They were feeling mighty confident.
That Molly's down there. Like, we're rolling.
Yep, we're rolling through
We're
it,
rolling.
baby.
Exactly, because you kind of know as well, like, where is the rotation coming from? It's obviously would be CT side, and just the smoke won't really cover it. You kind of at least want some more flashbangs, maybe a molly in the connector, so like
Well,
you
that's a
won't get the
nuanced
rotation.
decision, right? If you're gonna smoke out the Molly lower and you can't jump to back pop, then you're in the line of fire from the Z rotator. If you could jump to back pop, at least then like the rotators can't shoot you and you could like fight the guy's
Right,
sight.
exactly. And that's also like, we talk about the small thing, it's the same thing there. Like, for example, the molly comes down. If MIBR goes down a little bit more and they throw the smoke all the way at the deep end of where the molly is supposed to end, you actually can go out like you were talking about. But because they just throw it in the middle of the molly, it covers the whole opening. So
Yeah.
they're forced to just run straight through.
Yeah,
and
if like
obviously
the
you have
only
the
guy was
rotation.
back pop on the other side and they kill him, then
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because they could just jump through it and go plant. But they were.
So even when you throw the smoke placements on, like, you know, extinguishing the molly is super important.
Where
And
it-
especially in
where it
like these
goes.
stressful situations, like, it's something to really keep in mind of.
And they're back with the speed coming out middle quick. TRK is going to try to work up Hells. They have a player working up Ivy to contest, but the CTs have a deep defense there, which is going to be an interesting situation now that TRK's up Hell. He's kind of going to push the defense back, but the fact that IDK's in this position locks down everything, and the round is swiftly come to an end.
I like that.
See the change of pace from MIBR?
That's kind
that
of what I was
fast
talking
round?
about, the benefit of that Ivy control, though.
Yeah.
Is you see how confident everyone stayed close mid, whereas sometimes you're worried about, like, what am I exposed to from behind?
Yeah.
Is Ivy or ladder coming
That
up?
outer bomb site is like an absolute nightmare if your team's not organized and everyone knows where they're safe from at that moment.
And that's a big smoke right there at the end to kind of just... It's a small thing, but it helps a lot. Stanislav was always big about that. He just, like, smoke back 6, or molly back 6, and if there's not a molly up, smoke it. Just because it makes it so hard on the rush for them. If that opera's just posted like Z or E-box lane from
Yep.
mid while they're all sliding, it's hard to peek.
5-round lead. MIBR have been punished for that
Money.
aggression a few rounds ago.
Yeah.
Ooh. No burst fire there.
You're very interested about the burst
I
fire,
am.
Jason.
Because I wanted to come back. I love burst fire.
Oh, that op pickup
Play Valorant.
might be
They
huge
have
here.
All right, chill out.
Let's not go that far deep.
Everybody calm down. A lot of crazy things have been said in the last 10 seconds.
The bomb is implanted for MIBR.
Oh, nice shot.
Although Dumao is going to get the little eco
Yeah, gets the bomb down though. That's a bonus.
filament.
We say with buys like that, you know, most important thing is getting the bomb down. They get the extra kill. You know, they save the op, but nonetheless, as Jason pointed out, they were in the lead and then they started playing a little bit more aggressive, a little bit changed the pace. I would love to MIBR to just go back to what they were doing.
I mean, this goes if there is going to be some kind of. I mentioned that the T set I think for Gaming will be a little bit easier for them to manage. The only goal they have in this half, especially when you start down by like the deficit they were at one point, is just carving out enough rounds to where you have like a round to give up or like a mistake to give up or some kind of a disaster in a round to give up. That's all you're really looking for at at this point, and they're starting to get there. I think they need to get up to 5 and to feel like supremely comfortable in that sense. Not to have a great half, obviously, but to just feel comfortable with going into the second half with a chance.
Just a tad late on that smoke. I like the thought there, cut their vision and not allow them to take ladder control, delay it. But MIBR is going to get a 5v4 advantage. 1 minute and 20 seconds to the round. Let's see if they can finally convert one. 4 in a row for at the moment. RCF cutting out a lot of information here, allowing them to stay 3 outside here. Once he takes the shot, they're going to have to fall swiftly. And this is where, if you're MIBR, does that call for a rotate? And this is where they have to group up and make sure they don't try to prod too much.
I think it would call for rotation from at the very least if they hadn't already lost a player. MIBR obviously. I mean, this is actually a great stack from outside. They've just rotated everyone out there. We mentioned this on Inferno. When a round is lost, like maybe you just gamble it a little bit. Just everyone go to one bomb site and just hope and pray, because there's no utility to really do anything if you're gaming either.
You remember this was back in the day, we called it the 3D thing. You remember? Is that long ago? The 3D, I feel like the first thing I remember that would just say, all right, everyone go play A, everyone go play B. Like it's 3v4, 3v5.
I hated 3D.
You probably ran into some stacks, didn't you?
But we see it as well, and as you pointed out.
And here it is. The stack is benefiting right now as Tata Zin is ready to pop off right now with that AWP. Dumao's in a great position to be a thorn in their side. They're unaware of him. He's going to be able to kill the player in a second. It's going to go to a 2 versus 1. Where KNG is forced to keep doing what he's been doing, but the time is not enough. I wasn't looking, and neither was he as he sits back 6.
Yeah, he's just chilling. Man, that is MIBR just running out of nades to make that work. They played that whole round. They did actually a really good job, and just right at the end when they go back to that outer bomb site, not enough nades to put the choke points, and those ops do some damage.
You can kind of see as well the approach that MIBR had that with the man advantage. They know that even if they go outside, they're going to be running into at least 4 people, so they have to cause it to rotate. So you see, I think it's Ferd just trying to take over inner as much as he could, even though he just loses that, forced to rotate, so they only play 3. It didn't happen because GA Gaming, like Jason had mentioned, they went for the gamble, they didn't rotate, and it was so nice and so smart that you didn't say that, hey, they're taking over inner, we have to rotate. They stuck their ground, so they just waited, and it paid off. And again, you talked about economy, super important round for GA Gaming, the previous one, because MIBR is pretty broke again now. We knew that they went for the bomb plant, but this could turn into an 8-7 scoreline. So 4-on-4 situation now. But 2 members from is inside already, so we'll see. MIBR is opting to...
This is weird.
I
don't think they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I think they want to call abort, and then Fallen was just like, no, we have to go, and then he jumps to his death.
Well, I mean, it was weird that they were all at the base of that ramp, and then they fell back through the smoke, and then one player came back through the smoke again. That's just MIBR kind of losing the plan. Taco, the only one ready to provide an entry, hoping someone who peeks into him. There's going to be a fast flank at some point up ladder, and yeah, the timing's just not there. KNG, 40 seconds. If he wants to win this, he needs to get aggressive and try and thin out some of this defense, because they're already going to start flanking from behind. No chance to save the AWP. Yeah, Gaming, this is a great recovery in the half.
This is a great recovery, but I gotta admit, these last 2 rounds, a little bit of a head scratcher from MIBR. Yeah, I mean, we gotta look back in the last round even. MIBR, nice dual stack down into ladder, taking out a Gaming member, and then just kind of giving up that map control that they initially had. And even in this round, it was just so discombobulated towards that lower inner take. Definitely not the look that we want to see MIBR having, especially when they're having such a dominant first half performance here.
Ain't dominant now.
It should have been, though, Jason.
Yeah, it probably should have been. Here we go.
We'll see last round here. I feel like MIBR has not utilized Ivy pretty much at all.
Since that one, there's that one round that Fur came out of Ivy and got 3 entry kills, the round with the boost up, but they haven't gone back to it for some time in this entire losing streak that they've had going on. And now the difficulty comes in when the CT side has these smokes to put up so aggressively. You force Taco to jump through it. The rest of his teammates don't have vision, have to back off. They have to salvage the AK. It's a brilliant double kill. T-Fence is looking good, although that's an important headshot.
Yeah, I feel like, again, pretty sloppy play from MIBR. We talked this whole thing about utility and stuff, and they throw the one flashbang in T-Con, and, they know someone's there, and they don't have a lot of utility left, so they all 3 kind of wide peek it instead, rather than, hey, have the one guy buy an SMG, so you have all the full utility. Even though they smoke it off, you at least have flashbang and stuff to kind of retake it over. But instead, it's very sloppy play. Instead of even waiting for the smoke, they just run through it a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, definitely. I feel like MIBR definitely threw most of that half, but we'll see. Can Gaming pick it up? Can we go to the 3rd map? We'll see. Let's figure it out after the break. For map number 2 between Gaming and MIBR, this is MIBR's map pick. For the people that's not aware, this is Train, and Gaming's on the T side.
Alrighty, pop flash peek from TRK. Ooh, and he gets nothing. And he can't reload, and he's in so much danger. That's a nice kill. Now he's got to buy some time. I'm not sure how he's been able to give that opportunity. But good kill, good pressure from Gaming. And they win another one.
And another one.
I think that's 3 of 4 pistol rounds in the series so far they're going to take. I say that, but Homeboy's bringing it back.
But Homeboy is pretty low at the moment. And you're right. Yeah, Gaming have had a lot of success on these pistol rounds. It's really just the trade game. It seems like on the pistols, they seem to be really tight-knit together, grouped well together, good spacing. But yeah, this task at hand, 2 versus 1 for KNG. No kit, 9 HP. This would be on the top of Reddit if he pulls this one off.
We'll see. I don't think you ever find that player up top, and I think so much time, halfway through the bomb timer already. This is dicey. That's a great shot, but you're definitely not clearing this. He's going to be looking anywhere towards Ivy, towards Old Hell, and this is never considered, and that's rough. Good sequence from KNG, but just an impossible situation, and we're all tied up at 8. That's what? This is now 7, or is it 8 rounds in a row for Yeah Gaming? I think 7.
I think it is 7, right? Because they were 6-0 up.
And then I think
and then they won the third.
6-1 and then 8-1, and then, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's 7. Either way, we're all tied. And, okay, Scout on Fur, SMG on KNG, and Pistols otherwise a good tag. An early tag there can be easy cleanup. There's 3 players coming in Ivy. This is going to be a fast tactic for Yeah Gaming, so this is going to be solved again from TRK. Misses the opportunity. Tough when they jump around the corner. Now Fallen is going to turn, and the smoke is going to keep him alive for the moment, and he eventually falls, but that's given time for MIBR to rotate over. Fur needs a couple more tags, and 1 more kill could pull the attention away from that flank, but it's a little early, and it all falls apart.
I like these Ivy rushes on train for the second round,
Big
to be
fan?
honest. Yeah. I think just Wing out, jumping around the corners, making sure you got the good spacing and baiting and switching. Just kind of takes the scout out of the game.
Yeah, that's a good point. It does usually, I mean, usually neutralize that scout. That's a bit more of a central location. 8 to 9. This could actually get dangerous for MIBR. This is one of those things too where you just hope. I mean, obviously a full save here. 1 flashbang. They're going to push up with it. They're going to catch nobody in box halls, but in white halls and shower and above ladder, 2 rifles away, and the spray down comes in, and it's nice and easy. 1 player goes down, but he's handling it so well. Dumao with a brilliant round. Get it, Taco. Get in there.
All right, here we go. The first weapon round for MIBR. We get the up on KNG. Also on Fallen. So we will be seeing a pretty low utility round here from MIBR unless someone buys an SMG. I doubt it. Like I had mentioned before, there's a lot of long distance duels here, and I can assure you that we're going to be seeing some aggressive plays here, especially from KNG. Trying to go for that entry at least. So we'll see if we can pay attention on the MIBR buy. Not a lot of flashbangs. There's going to be a lot of dry peeking here, which means that the ops definitely has to do a lot of work here. TRK actually a little bit late here on this. Not really clearing it.
But what is that play? They pop flash 1 guy deep while 1 guy's still in ladder and 3 are back.
It's an exploration play, Jordan.
Hey guys! I'll go figure it out.
Yeah.
He's just wanted to see who was on the other side.
I mean, obviously it looks worse than it is because maybe he has a sound cue. Oh, 1 guy's E-box. Let me run out, kill him. I'll take cover, and then you guys could flood out. So
I'm amazed to see TRK still at this position at this point. Very little. I mean, he's got some utility he can spend, but the real danger is any kind of a pop flash from Yeah Gaming, and he's ruined. That's a really strong position during a set piece, during an execute when smokes are down to provide cover, and now he's got one of those exactly. That's actually a brilliant smoke for TRK, but it still doesn't matter. There's the follow-up flashbang that just ruins him. And Taco, oh, hold your nerve towards Ivy, and that's an unfortunate timing. Now Fur, not known to be an AWPer, but he's got to step up to the plate.
Yeah, good aim can help in certain situations, but this is a little bit more about dancing each angle, and he can't possibly know that they're on top of the train and creeping to his right. He knows they're close.
Oh.
And KNG, if Fur could have got 1, this might have been a material round. It's
Oh
going to
my
be tough
gosh.
for KNG, but as I say that, he makes an incredible play through and kind of knows he has to be near the bomb train. Not sure if he sneaks away on the old bomb, but he's kind of playing it.
Did he see him jump?
No.
Oh,
Now I think he sees him.
Yeah,
No.
he does. Nice flick. Nice round from KNG.
Wow, massive for the MIBR to get a little momentum going here.
That's got to be so frustrating for Yeah Gaming that KNG even had to come through a smoke and get all 3 of those kills. That's brilliant.
After he got spotted as well.
Yeah, they knew he was there.
Man.
That's pretty wild. Still, though, I mean, only one player surviving for MIBR. If you're going to lose an early round like this for Yeah Gaming, that's the best way to do it. It's going to be a really sketchy buy for the defense.
And we saw that yesterday. They got the bomb down, though, so it's a really good buy, but knowing that MIBR only had KNG alive, you should know this is a really important round for him as well. We'll see, I had mentioned it before. Now there's a little bit more utility. You know, MIBR opted for some SMGs and some FAMAS this time around. Scout on Fallen. Nice shot from KNG.
He's a beast right now. It was great on Inferno, and obviously, I mean, if he's going to start taking over here on Train, it might just be all over. That's some fine shooting so far. This is pretty wild, though. One AK-47 out middle, and Fallen's under so much pressure. This is so good, and in the open, Fallen's picked him off. He knows there's pressure from Ivy, but KNG has arrived, and it's a 3-on-2.
Just a scout in Fallen's hands. But it doesn't matter as he's battling another sniper outside.
He's going to wrap all the way around. He's going to fall all the way back. They don't realize this flank and CT spawn. This is going to catch KNG or Fallen, surely. One of them is going to go down. IDK might make the round-winning play.
Interesting that he's choosing to go back outside.
Knife. Do it. Do it. Yes.
Oh, boy. He wants more.
Yeah, which is understandable. The rest of us just want the knife.
Do it, IDK.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about. That's going to be frustrating for KNG. Double push down ladder for the moment, and Fallen still with just that scout. Spots one. He lined up the headshot but missed the shot. Now he's battling for his life, and Taco hasn't shown himself just yet. Waiting for the opportune moment. Bomb goes down, and Taco's going to sneak up. That's a huge time kill for Fallen, and this is so important. Fallen spotted him out, and there's the shot.
Jesus.
Taco not needed.
Just prior to that, I was like, oh, if Fallen had an op, he probably would have killed the guy back six. So he's not aiming for the head. But then
I'm glad he actually was able to follow up with that second headshot scout kill because he kind of looked like he deserved that one outside of that T-con area.
Yeah.
We heard a little click there. Probably means a timeout coming in. What I believe to be as a Yeah Gaming timeout. We see here again then the IDK knife round. I think he wanted to wait maybe a little bit longer considering the bomb wasn't even in space, but nonetheless MIBR picking up some pace here as well on the CT side. Probably not going to be seeing a buy here from Yeah Gaming. I would probably opt for more of like a, hey, let's get the bomb down, let's get some economy up and running. It's 10-10. One of the things we noticed on CT side on Inferno was that they got a little bit, I guess, nervous, started buying a little bit when they didn't really have to. It's 12-8, but we see the same thing here again. We'll see if they have actually a plan with it this time around. I think the worrisome part is we saw the same thing on Inferno is getting an answer for KNG. You know, not kind of losing the entry right off the bat and like really have to play the deficit and going for like really aggressive peaks where you probably don't want to.
I mean, we have to be a little bit realistic. There's not going to be an answer for Yeah Gaming against offers of the caliber of Fallen and KNG. There's just not. That's always going to be a huge advantage that MIBR have. I mean, even Taco now stepping up to the plate as well, standing in the flames, getting a double shot as well. Brought Dumao down to 16 HP.
a little bit of noise made, so they understand they have ladder control now, and
that's a power
Fur
drop.
and a 5v4. I mean, if they wanted to, they could slide back here. I feel like it might behoove them to take this three-man setup, back it up a little. You got the numbers, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter, because if they hit inner soon, Taco should be able to grab ones.
Oh, the timing. Sure, they're going to go on that reload. Oh, I cannot believe. Now he's spotted it out. Now he can get into a new position and call it over, and he can just be safe. He's got the op far back. He knows they haven't crossed. This is huge. I think there was a window during that spam from Taco, and Yeah Gaming just missed the opportunity. Did not have the courage to pull that trigger. That's a bit rough. I don't know if they would have won, but that was certainly their best opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Even if KNG had like the cross there, you get the 1 and you still go back 6 or back 3 train there, and you have the opportunity to at least get the bomb site with like some
KNG
more
was
nades.
even watching the upper ramp initially. He only transitioned lower once he got that first kill. So if they hit that timing on the reload, there's a chance they pick off Taco, and then KNG's got a whole lot to do.
Yeah.
And you're at least playing a post plant, even if it's a man down. That's rough. 11-10. But, I mean, still, this is actually a much closer affair than I expected it to be. I mean, that's the benefit of them making that comeback in the first half.
Yeah, and, you know, same thing here. It's not over yet. We do have an eco here now coming in from EA Gaming. Some extra money on some people, but, you know, the idea here usually when it's a full save, what is the easiest bomb site to try and get the bomb down? It's obviously inner. I'm going to be seeing the same thing. MIBR did it on their T side as well. And usually you do tend to play retake on inner, just give them the bomb plant.
Yeah,
it's less risky than to just give them weapons and have them potentially win a hero round. Just have them plant the bomb, throw the nades exactly like this, have Taco push up, and then the
he stopped it
as well.
He stopped
yeah, that's
the
even
plant.
better. Yeah,
that little scoundrel.
He did his job at the inside bomb site, lost
Sacrificed
his
his life. Yeah, he sacrificed his life in pursuit of greater glory. 12-10.
MIBR though feeling pretty good now. Probably got the money kind of climbing. And
who is that with 22 kills on? Yeah, that's IDK.
yeah.
Yeah, that's beast mode. Well
To
done.
Jason's point about, and I totally understand, like, you can't really stop the high caliber offers like a KNG and a Fallen. I would just be more mindful of, like, when you do catch control of like this, you kind of know that T-Main is somewhat safe, at least the initial peak. Same with the ladder room. Like, stuff like this, he ends up actually getting the kill. It's not KNG this time around, it's Taco, but stuff like this with dry peaks and stuff is what I really want GA Gaming to avoid a little bit, because it's like you've been really getting countered by that every single round. But
that's a big pick here,
yeah,
though.
I mean, it works off this time around. They get Taco and they just explode inner, something we didn't see last round. They get the bomb down 5-on-3 now. It's a really nice round from EA Gaming.
That's a BDP and a half on top of the trains as well. And I mean, this is a perfect call for MIBR. Just bail out. You're not winning that round. So plenty of money to pick up weapons on Taco and KNG in the next. I think they'll even be able to drop an op over. TRK has like $7,000. So they should have a double op setup again if they can preserve these weapons, and you just rinse and repeat, try it all over.
What a time for RCF to come alive, get activated here. Even that first initial peak from that brown hall down to, I believe that was Taco. It was just a sliver of an angle, and he managed to connect that shot, which is huge.
And Taco's been playing that inner bomb site since he was playing. He's been doing that as long as I've known him on this team. So I mean, he's well experienced in the angles and well experienced. That's a quick shot. So very, very well done. Anyone's gonna take EA Gaming to complete the comeback?
no,
No.
maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Interesting. That's a quick
no,
switch.
maybe.
I'm not very good at the prediction segments. Richard or Duncan would just kind of shit on me on that one. You're fair weather, Jordan.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. No, it just I haven't seen a lot of positive signs for them to fully convincingly do it, but especially with the money that MIBR still has, but
yeah, there's quite a war chest to burn through still.
One thing you have to note as well is that MIBR has been playing this very aggressive. One of the other swaps that they have now is, and we saw timeout, is playing a little bit more defensive. Let EA Gaming come to you. Don't just give them the entry here, because you saw the explosion on the last round. They got the entry on Taco and just rushed down the inner. They don't have to necessarily do that. Like, this is just MIBR being, I wouldn't really say cocky even. I would just say, like, they're playing obviously to their strengths with KNG just running. But they have that kind of slow pace as well where, hey, let's just play a little bit more compact. We have 2 operas to run with. They have to come to us. They have to plant the bomb. Let's see what they actually have got going for them there on the T side. But this is probably one of the best buy rounds, weapon rounds we'll see this whole half. If we just look at the buys on both of the teams, a lot of money on the T side, a lot of utility, same on the CT side as well. So we'll be excited to see here what they decide to do with it.
Oh yeah.
Is
Here
this
we
an
go.
Ivy play?
I think it's just going to be I was going to say a default to start, but everyone's going in towards box halls. I imagine, clear out ladder close, so you make sure there's not going to be a fast flank, and maybe they just rinse and repeat towards that inner bomb site. They got the plant there on they almost got the plant on that eco round. They won their previous round there. And this is what I meant when we first started talking about this map before the game really started. Was this map can make you feel really silly on a T side if you don't have like a lot of plans of where to go. Because if you're just if you start running out of ideas, oh my God, he's done it again. This time it's KNG.
That's his Aang. That is his Aang. Holy moly. But I don't know if they're going to expect Taco here. It does look like they're sniffing him out at the moment.
Yeah, tacos smell delicious.
A nice aroma resonating from his dead body as he falls.
RCF
It's that
wants more,
carne
though.
asada all day long.
In this case, picanha.
Picanha's delicious.
Do they put it in tacos?
I don't think so. That's a too high quality cut.
Dude,
to
you can put anything in
throw in
tacos.
You
tacos.
can, and that's where it all comes full circle. As we're now heading into a save round of 12-12 will be the scoreline shortly. Fallen keeping his economy alive here.
Yeah, that's the painful part for Gaming is like it's obviously great that they can keep getting rounds at the inner bomb site like that. I don't know how many times you're going to be able to rely on your boy to get an opening pick in that fashion. But when you get those 2 kills so convincingly and so quickly, MIBR is able to save 3 guns, and you just have to keep fighting another buy. I'm sure, I mean, as counterintuitive as it sounds, at some point you'd like to take that inner bomb site in a situation where the retake is believable so you can take all the weapons out of their hands.
Exactly.
I mean, you're not going to complain about the round win, right? But
No, exactly. But that's to your point, though. That's exactly what's going to start happening as well. Even for Gaming, once you start realizing, oh, MIBR are saving more and more, and we're winning more and more rounds, you're going to start seeing them actually go for the hunt as well. Just because, like right now, with MIBR saving 3 weapons every single round, it's going to look like they're literally just playing. They have to literally win 4 more full weapon rounds the way that MIBR is doing this. So, like to your point, I completely agree. Like you kind of want to make these rounds a little bit closer, so you kind of put MIBR on that spot. Because if they keep winning like this, they keep saving the 3 weapons. They also not only they have 3 weapons and then full buys, they then have the loss bonus on top of that as well. So
there goes your guy. There goes RCF. He's found you opening kills on Taco and KNG. Was that? Did he spam that?
He spammed it. Yeah.
Oh,
what a dick!
Man.
Yeah. Listen, you know it happens sometimes.
It's a classic spam.
I'd be upset.
Especially at 12-12. That's a desk pounding moment.
Yeah.
But again, the same lean here, and Jason pointed out like how stuck you can get on this map. So they found like what they believe is their winning ways, right? Of like, hey, let's just keep going inner. There's only so many rounds you can do this. Like eventually, MIBR will start with the read, and you can kind of see the rotations coming in as well. They have ladder control. They have 3 guys inner now and Ivy control. So this is looking, I was gonna say a bust for Gaming, but they get the entry there on Taco.
TRK, he did have that ladder control, as you mentioned, Robin, but he chooses to go back and rendezvous with his team, which I don't mind too much, especially at a man advantage, but it sure would have been nice to have him flanking here because, Gaming, they're postured in this post plant. There we are. Okay, so TRK coming back to his mates, it does end up paying off for him.
I know, so the reason why TRK fell back there, and I might just be talking out of my ass, but basically the reason why, for me at least, is that Gaming never got like very aggressive inside. They only planted the bomb, but they kept the same spot, so they were back 3, they were back bomb, they were back oil, and they had upper. For MIBR to retake this now, they have full control of like the back of oil, and they can just position the
like
upper.
the staging area.
Yeah, to just hold an angle, and then you have your rifles move up with nades. So like for Gaming, it looked really nice, and even like bomb down, everything was handled like really nice. But because they never took the control of like full inner, they were actually in a deficit there, even with the man advantage. So nice retake from MIBR. See a change of pace here now from Gaming. Fast rush outside. We're probably going to be seeing a flash through this smoke here once it's about to fade. This is very common.
Ooh, utility out early. Good kill. Opening frag. Actually,
and here we
MIBR's
go.
lost a lot of opening battles recently. Now they push forward, and it's hectic. 2 kills in the favor. Fallen!
Oh, boy.
This is where he does his best work, right through the smoke. And now on top of the ladders, looking for information. This is vintage Fallen, looking for more. And the safety, and while they're all hunting him down and not able to find him, his teammates clean it all up. That's beautiful stuff.
I always get excited when I see him start
Yeah,
zipping
I
around ladders
know.
and stuff.
He thrives in those moments, man.
That's arousing.
I talk about runs like that a lot because like you're saying, and obviously it's a 1 on 2 here, like still very much winnable. Bomb is, he does have the bomb, but obviously whereas the TRK is still on the bomb stand, we have the rotation coming in as well. I'll talk more about it after this round
He's
is
just
done.
making so much noise for this clutch. Dumao hoping someone's going to peek into him.
He still thinks Fallen's sandwich.
Yeah, he doesn't have any of the information. He has no idea where they are. Fallen's going to get a wider and wider angle, and he's going to find it. I think Fallen ends up only getting, what, 2 kills that round?
Yeah, but just
I mean, the impact of that
exactly.
position and staying alive is crazy.
And I wanted to point out, that's one of the things that we've talked about even in my team of, like, when this happens, when he's stuck here, for example, and, like, all the focus just turns into him, like, it's actually a bad mindset because what's happening is if you pay attention to radar, like, rotations are obviously coming in, just leave him alone. Like, take some other space. Like, you catch the rotation off guard instead. Like, you take over bomb site, you take over CT connector, and you take that and leave him alone for now. You can still plant safe. You can just have him
because his
there,
comms might even be urgent, like, oh, I'm sandwiched, one's here, one's close, one's here, and that's going to even do more towards pulling rotators, unexpecting them to be cut off.
Yeah, I'm sure if you look at everyone's POV there from EA Gaming, everyone's straight focused on Fallen of, like, trying to get him, trying to kill him before their smokes kind of fade. Nice hold again here. We saw that last round from Fallen when he was saving. He's ready for it this time around, though.
Don't do this to me, Taco. These are really crazy aggressive plays for a round in which MIBR doesn't have any economy. It's going to work, though. One's out up a ramp. Taco knows it. No, he doesn't know it. TRK still here. Smokes down lower ramp. There's no one rotating. That player can wrap around him. And he's going to try and take him head on. TRK, big battle coming up, and he answers the bell. 3 on 2. They must fall back, it feels, but they're going to come right at him. Op in position as well, but he's doing fine work.
Really great position from TRK. Good target selection, but good pickoff from...
Wow, massive kill there.
Gaming, yeah.
That could have been the round, and now this puts him in a...
I feel bad for TRK. I feel like he's been alone in this entire round. He should have been so stressed the whole time.
He has, but his decision-making, it's been top-notch. It's certainly been the most optimal to have MIBR still within this round.
And again, a 1 versus 2 where the bomb is held.
Oh, do they expect this?
Yeah, he's certainly going to be watching that game. Yeah, well, maybe it doesn't matter. Nice round from TRK. 3 chances to close this series out in the lower bracket matchup.
TRK's addition to this MIBR squad's been, it's been really successful thus far.
I think that the problem with MIBR, for me at least, is that I don't think they ever really needed like another star player.
Yeah.
Like another Cold Sarah, for example. I think that finding like a player like TRK that's just consistent, that probably talks a lot, that's just very helpful within the team.
And makes the better decision making.
Exactly, and gives more space for like a guy like KNG, because you see here there's just a swap. Like KNG is going for entries every round. You can't kind of have 2 players like that on the same team, because if KNG dies and your other player die, then all of a sudden it's a 3-on-5 every single time. And now there's some consistency. Help KNG get the frags, help him with nades, help with the trades if it goes down, and just work the rotates. And for MIBR, for me at least, since the addition of him, they have definitely turned it around.
For sure. It did seem like Myron was that aimbot soldier that they just sent into different parts of the map to find kills. And TRK, he's a bit of a player himself, just able to make some decisions to help benefit the entirety of MIBR. And that's really what we're seeing here. This round in itself, last round of this match.
Yeah, this is going to go south for and especially this has to be, they get into action earlier. Nice cleanup, 16-12 victory for MIBR. They win 2-0 over Gaming. That's a very, very cool little train game. I'm actually pretty impressed with some of the stuff out of Gaming. Nothing like super crazy, but I just like the way they grinded back in that first half.
Yeah, and even on Inferno as well.
6-0 up.
Yeah. Had some nice rounds as well, and then obviously MIBR picking up the pace, getting some weapon rounds, getting the economy on the board. But hey, enough about that. Let's talk about after the break.